Welcome to another video, Lindsay's Flat Earth Science site. Today I'm going to show you a bit of celestial navigation, and not too much of it, but I'll just show you what a laugh it is that they keep referring to the globe for their celestial navigation when it all works on the flat earth. And if I was to teach you celestial navigation, or the basics, it might take half an hour, 20 minutes. But for them to explain it using the globe, there's so much hoo-ha, it'll take a few hours. It's just a joke. Now, I'll refer you to this video I've just watched, but I'll just show you how latitude and longitude works when we're using the flat earth. So this associates with some other videos I've just recently done about Enoch and the circles within a circle, and your horizon, the arc of horizon, how you move, your arc moves, you move, the celestial bodies, whatever, will as you move away, they'll come down. As you come close, they go like this. This is how it works, right? All the celestial bodies, the further you move away, they'll just go down like this, and they want you to think you live on a spinning ball, but I'm going to show you how that works. So this is the video. Oh well, to start with, it reminded me of a few other things related with the arc of horizon. How basically, this is our arc. Wherever you are on the earth, that's your little world above your head. This is your latitude, longitude, sorry, you're working to when you look up at the night sky if you're doing any celestial navigation. Wherever you are, you've basically got this overhead. It's going to obviously be different whichever part of the world you're in, because it depends on which way the sun, or whatever you're reading, is positioned, what time of the day and all that, or night. But you've got this, and you're getting all your readings off your arc of horizon, your dome, your individual dome. You are the center of creation, basically. Everything centralizes on you, your meridian, straight overhead, because you are from the center of the creation. You are from the black hole, which is in the center. You are a fractal of that. You're a fractal of the light, sun. Where's the sun? The sun sits in the center here in the black hole. Then it takes me on to what is God? God is creation. What is creation? Creation is the black hole. We're all created from the black hole. What's in the black hole? The sun. Oh, sun. What's Jesus? Jesus is the sun. And then we have, you got to think, Jesus born into a manger. What's being born into a manger? What's a manger? A long trough. What's the long trough? It's the Milky Way. You got the sun sits in the Milky Way. It doesn't go around the Milky Way. It sits in the Milky Way, tucked in there like an egg in a nest, because everything is related to nature. Egg in a nest, like this, stick it in there. And this is the Milky Way, sitting vertical. It sits vertical in the centre of our earth. I've got my other board here today, the other board's over there. So the Milky Way is sitting vertical, but obviously we see it 90 degrees out in our realm. The sun tucked into the Milky Way like that, and the Milky Way turns. The sun turns like this 24/7, 360 degrees, to give you your 24-hour day. That's the back of the Milky Way, the back of the sun. A good telescope shows you the big glare of the back of the sun. That's the sun tucked into the Milky Way, and we still keep the divine story because we're fractals of Earth. This is Earth, the celestial part, basically the non-physical part up there really. we take it as being our physical. Well, that you've got to remember, physical is down on Earth. It's non-physical up there. We see it when it forms its skin, its halos, but it's all non-physical. It's physical down here. So, so this is the way the Earth is working from the centre. And what do we have in the centre? We have the centre of our brain, our little pineal gland. That's our Son of Man. So this event happens with the man. Every man has his son, is supposed to come to the light. That's the human awakening, spiritual awakening, the second birth, the spiritual birth. You've been born physically from the woman. Now you have to be physically born from, it's a divine awakening. It involves the sun, the moon and the planets. So there's the sun turning in the Milky Way. Okay, sun. So we go sun. So I just looked at the sun as Jesus, and that's stuck in the Milky Way. But it's also the Son of Man. So there was a man that all that stuff does happen to a man in the Bible. So once you really understand it, it's more divine and more mind-blowing than you can imagine. Some people get upset with all the violence and all that, and then it's a bit emotional. That's killing them off and that. But none of that evil stuff happens. It's not. It's not like that at all. So Jesus, and in Exodus, yeah, Genesis, where we have creation, because the world was created once. So the divine event in the Bible is associating man's awakening, which is irrelevant every day, because every man's capable of having it, but it refers to just a one-off, because it only happens one time to one man. Each man can only happen once, and it can only happen to Earth once every cycle of man, the flood. Because when he's dead and gone, that whole system just drops. The sun dies, all the atmospheric moisture just drops back onto the land, and there's flood and chaos, black abyss, until the sun is created again, heats up the enclosed dome, so the bubble, and the atmospheric moisture rises, and once again creates all the atmospheric layers. And all the atmospheric layers are waters, divide the waters from the waters above. There's dividing the waters from the waters. That's up there. You got the seawater down here that finds its own level in places when the moisture rises, lowers the sea level. Atmospheric moisture, layers, layer upon layer. That's the 7 layers where we get our 7 lights of the spectrum, and they all make up the sun. Now we know Jesus walked on water. So what I say Jesus was the sun. The sun walks on water. Jesus at the top. So he's put man sitting on top there. Well, that's the sun sitting at the top. Top of the six layers or 7 layers. All those layers, all those colour of our spectrum make up the white light which sits up here. So we're always seeing our white light in our arc of horizon. So everywhere we go, every man has one of those above him, his own arc of horizon. Just depends on which part of the planet he's on, Earth he's on, as to where the sun will be. So you got the 7 layers, moisture, the sun sitting at the top, Jesus, the sun, remember that, Son of Man. Son of Man is the pineal gland. Son of God is the sun we see. God is creation. Creation is the black hole. And the black hole shaped like an egg because the sun is at one end. Otherwise it would be circular. But that little bit of yolk at the end creates the elliptical shape, the egg shape. And it's that egg shape that turns 24/7 every day, which gives the appearance to scientists they think all the circular planets are doing an elliptic, are doing an egg shape, because this egg-shaped centre is turning. So you can imagine some parts are further away from the planet, other parts are closer. Just like that. Now, so Enoch, circles within a circle. So there's the big circle and there's your circles. So I recommend, what you want to do is go check this video out. Yeah, just bear with me, I'll bring it up. Oh. So I don't lose it. We'll alter the time setting. What do we got here? Notification? No. Time bar, then go. No. Spur of the moment thing. Don't know what I'm doing. Settings, come on man. Why don't we just go to notifications? It's not there either. I'm going to get this display. There it is, 5 minutes. I'll make it 30 minutes. Here we go. Okay. So where are we? This video here. Celestial navigation made easy.
North Pole. This would be similar to the equator, looking down on the Earth like that from the top. And longitude.
Okay.
Down here.
So I'll just show what it's doing here. So we're looking down. Get my globe. Let's take it off the comedy shelf. So straight away it's getting you to look down through the centre. So basically that's the centre of our flat Earth, that's the Arctic. So now you've got your flat plane of Earth. So forget the stupid ball. And this is how he draws his longitudes. Fair enough, right? So, and he's telling you whatever this is the same as out here. What have I been saying all along in my videos? It's just like a clock. If it's 1 o'clock there, it's still 1 o'clock back here. It's just the way it works. So these are longitudes, right? Now you think, now he goes on to latitude. Think, well, how's that going to work? How's the latitude going to work on our Earth? So, on our flat Earth, there's the equator. The centre, right? And then you have your 30, 60, 90. 60, 90. So that's the flat Earth. But now he wants you to go back to the ball. And then we draw the equator around the ball. So now you have to imagine you're looking side on to a ball. But you don't have to. So he draws the equator here. Equator. So he drew the equator here, equator, and I've written longitude. What do I write longitude there for? Latitude. I want a latitude now. So I've done longitude. So this is longitude, straight out, and now latitude. Now it just takes someone with a. You don't even need a brain. You need half a brain. I figured it out. So how are we going to do latitude? So he says, they say the light is coming in all parallel lines because they are so far away. So the celestial bodies all coming in at parallel lines. No matter who you are, all the light's coming in parallel to hit you as individuals. So no matter where you are, it's coming in parallel because everything's just so far away. Otherwise, if it was local, it would be like this, wouldn't it? But because it's so far away, they want you to think that all the light all comes in parallel like that. But there's a joke for a starter. So I've gone LOL. But in reality, we all have our own arc of horizon. Looking out from the black hole coming straight at us. Meaning we are the centre of creation. Everything's coming at us direct. So you imagine there's your arc of horizon. There's your flat earth, there's your horizon. There's your horizon. But there's your arc of horizon. And all the celestial bodies are up here. What are they all looking at? You're obviously in the centre. You have to always be in the centre of your arc of horizon. If you walk this way, your arc's going to move with you. And it's always looking at you. Everything is aimed at you. So this is your wheel within a wheel, wherever you are around the earth. Now, sextant. Okay, so okay, there's latitude. How does he get his latitude? So okay, so we get rid of these longitudes now. And he wants, this is the equator. So he wants you to think you're looking at the side of the ball now, and this is the equator. This is the flat earth equator. This is his equator. And he now tells you it's the angle of the equator, off the centre. I'm pretty sure it's off the, it says it that way.
And Europe, of course. Something over here.
He's about to show it.
America. Or Canada. And North Pole. Longitude.
So it's North Pole.
Degrees of longitude goes right through Greenwich, England.
I'll do the longitude now. 1 second.
And then longitude is quite simple. This would be 10 degrees of longitude. Well, let's do. We talk about distance. Often we talk about distance as a number of degrees. Degrees.
Here we go.
Line right through the equator.
Yeah, there it is. See.
Right through the equator.
So he's talking about we're doing slices through the ball. All this garbage, unnecessary garbage.
We can measure it here at the surface of the Earth. It doesn't matter. 15 degrees here.
Yeah.
And so.
See, same there again.
It's not slicing. It's measuring an angle up from the equator. And south latitudes. Let's see here. It's 40.
You have to check the video out. But anyway, garbage. So you go back to flat Earth. And what have you got? That's what we've got. Because that's the design of the flat Earth. Get rid of this now. You've seen my flat Earth design. It's like this, isn't it? That's the equator. Now, from the centre, this is his angles. This is now his latitude. Wherever you see the celestial body around there is the latitude. Because this is the flat Earth design. My flat Earth design, if you see my videos. There's Earth. And the magnetic field comes down here, the tropics. That's the tropics. Tropics. the tropics. So that is now latitude. Not sure if you can see that. It's the longitude, just straight out from there, looking down on the North Pole. Now we're doing latitude. So there's your okay, I missed that bit out. Okay, so we on the flat Earth, there's our equator out there. The equator's out there. So that's the centre. And look, it ends up being the centre of that arc, which is the same design as the flat Earth model. Remember, it's a donut that goes right around there. There's the centre of the donut there. That's where the sun and everything sits in the middle. So this is celestial navigation. Everything reverts back to the centre. They're trying to take to the centre of a ball, a sphere. No, centre of Earth, because the sun, everything is there, but it's all projected out around here. We see it around here, don't we? So these are these wherever you are. Sextant. Maybe I should stop there. This gets it's a bit tricky to explain all this. And here you are, wherever you are with your arc of horizon. You being the centre of the meridian, your arc. And they're trying to tell you all the light rays are coming in all parallel. So I haven't drawn them parallel, but that should be straight out there, and that should be straight out there. And what happens is, this is a rough idea. So you're seeing the star or sun come into your arc of horizon, right? And you want to get to this guy here. You want to get over there. And in the almanacs they have a reading of the exact time you take your sextant reading. They will give you the exact time out of the almanac where the sun or whatever star you're reading will be at that precise time. So what you do is you take your reading. Let's say wherever you are, you read the sun at 50 degrees. Then it's whatever makes up the 40 degrees. And that's what's going to give you the distance from there to there. But what I need to show you is, as he moves from there to there, look at the angle difference. He's right on centre meridian there, but over there it's come off. It's come off. But imagine the lines are parallel. It'd be sharper, wouldn't it? It'd be out here. Because you are the centre. Wherever you are, you're the centre. If you can get that. I watched this last night. I'm not explaining it very well at all, but once you get your head around it, you just know it's just a joke. You do not need a spinning ball to celestial navigate. But check that video out, then you'll probably see what I mean. It's quite easy. And so they want you to think the light's coming in parallel rays. So what's the best way to explain that? Because no matter where you are, it's always coming from the centre. The sun is shining from the centre outward. So it's somewhere on one of those lines, right? It's depending on where you are, as to where that line is going to, as the sun, if you're there and the sun's shining out through there, then you're going to see it on one of these lines, one of your latitude lines. No, I don't think I can explain that very well. I'd have to sit down and watch the whole flipping video again to try and to get it across. What else have we got here? Yeah, no, I haven't even got it in my own head, so I can't explain it very well to anyone else. But what you need to realise, you know, even with GPS, these are just grid lines where they've plotted everything for you and programmed it into computers. But they didn't have to be straight. They could have all gone like this, curving like magnetic field lines or something. No matter where, it'll be somewhere on there. That's just the way you plot it. Otherwise, you can plot it on a straight line. So straight lines, longitudes, GPS, it just means nothing. It's just whatever you want to plot the whole plan off. Just the way you want to program it. But the parallel lines, you're always coming in your arc of horizon. So there's your arc, parallel lines. And you're always centre of the arc. So whether you're seeing the sun here, 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 here or here, this is how you're getting your reading. So you use your sextant, you line it up with the horizon, and let's say the sun's here, okay? So you're going to get a reading there and there, whatever that degrees there is. So let's say this says 40 degrees.